Hello, YouTube. Shooting this one on the. Wow, that is not working. There we go. Whoopsie. Shooting this one on the Motorola Droid, which by the time you're seeing this, I will have figured out how to upload it to YouTube. But at this moment, I still don't know how to do that. This is right after I was shooting the Thrift videos. And I'm so disappointed I had to cut that off, but I ran out of space on the iPhone. So I know my YouTube channel is such a class act. There was more. I got more than that for $70. I got 2 full outfits. I was eager to show those off. Got some kind of a Disney video game thing, and to be honest, I don't know if I overpaid for it. I don't really understand what it is. I just understand it goes to some other Disney collectible thing that I have, and it's something I'm missing for that set of whatever the hell it is. Sometimes I buy stupid shit. What can I say? But my gut feeling is that when I get that all together, it's going to be actually worth something, and I'm either going to want to sell it as a set, or I'm going to want to keep it and add it to the collection. I'm not a hardcore Disney junkie, but I do collect Disney stuff. It's not a good angle. Fix that. That's a little... Oh, now it's crooked. I do really enjoy a lot of Disney stuff. I don't like where Disney is going nowadays as a company, and I have not been messing with any of their live-action remakes. I'm absolutely... Lion King didn't need remade. Lion King was absolute perfection. Why mess with it? I also couldn't bring myself to see Pete's Dragon. As soon as I heard not a musical, I was out. And it's not like I just, I'm nostalgic for the Disney of my youth, because I was a grown-ass man by the time The Lion King came out. And now granted, Pete's Dragon, that's definitely the Disney of my youth. But really, really like Moana. That's one of my favorite Disney films. And, I was well into middle age when that came out. Now, of course, that one I can at least say, I got into that because I was watching it with my kids. Lion King I watched as a grown-ass adult because it looked cool. And, yeah, that was long before I had kids. I've mentioned numerous times I have a 3D home theater, and Moana is, I have the 3D release of Moana. And I tell you, you have not seen Moana until you have seen Moana in 3D. The 3D on Moana is done right. Wow, I realize I just went the wrong direction. I'm getting really good at doing this. Start talking to myself with the camera rolling and driving on autopilot, and so fixated on what I'm talking about that I'm not paying attention to where I'm going. I am paying attention to traffic, though. Yeah, I think I'm going to do a little surface street action on this one. Part of me, I'm debating as to whether I want to double back or whether I want to just cut through Mesa. I'm going to Gilbert. Do a little networking. Meeting a friend who's going to try to put me in touch with a woman that does talent booking for several different music venues. Now, mostly what she does is live music, but I was told by the manager of one of those venues, that the place that I went to last week, that he books everything for her, including her karaoke. And it's my understanding that she books Spencer, but trying not to hate on Spencer. Whatever. I don't need to be booked that much. I'm working one night a week. 3 nights a week, I think I'd be doing fine. 5 nights a week would be fabulous. I've done 6 nights of karaoke before. I've done 7 nights a week of karaoke before. It's a bit much, but I've incurred some debt since the pandemic started, and I'm down to do 7 nights a week karaoke for a while, if that gets it eliminated. I'm not down to work at McDonald's. I do my limits. Although I could probably start as a manager at McDonald's right now and get a reasonable salary and a nice signing bonus, but I think I would absolutely hate my life. I also think I would struggle with that job because I'm not that fluent in Spanish. And not saying that to make a racial issue out of it. That's just kind of part of the way things work in Arizona. In fact, I recently watched a really good YouTube video. I forget the channel. It specializes in linguistics and deep dives into analysis of different languages. And the almighty YouTube algorithm suggested one of his videos. I wish I could remember the name of the channel. Basically comparing, it was a short video comparing European Spanish to Mexican Spanish. And while I'm not proficient in either, it's my understanding that most high school Spanish courses and college Spanish courses teach you the kind of Spanish that is spoken in Spain. And here in Phoenix, they speak the kind of Spanish that is, or should I say we speak the kind of Spanish that is spoken in Mexico. And I'm not even talking about immigrants. A lot of people, born and raised here. If you think that's not a part of Arizona, you're ignorant of history. Once upon a time, where I'm driving was a part of Mexico. So there are a lot of families here in the valley whose roots go back that far. So, and granted, pretty much they all speak English, but a lot of them speak Spanish as well. And I've had people ask, do you speak Spanish? And my answer has usually been enough to be a cab driver in Arizona. And at this point, enough to fake my way through a Manas song in karaoke. And actually, I my last karaoke show, I do believe I sang a Manas song. I don't even want to say the title because I know I always mispronounce it. I'm sure I'm mispronouncing some of those words like the gringo that I am. But I freaking love Manas. They've been one of my favorite bands for about 18 years. And I know the medley, I know the intonation, and I can fake my way through most of it. Gosh, 217 and the traffic's already crap on this road. I always brag about how I never get stuck in traffic and how I always look at the Google Maps traffic aggregate, but I didn't for heading out on this journey, and I'm paying for it now. I was hoping at 2 p.m. it wouldn't be this bad, but it looks like it is. And I'm planning on getting on the 60 eastbound, so probably in my best interest to stay in this lane. Anyway, what was I talking about? Oh, let's see. I was talking about Disney, and I was talking about not wanting to work at McDonald's. I love how my unscripted videos have such a great focus. Disney, yeah. really enjoy Disney. I really enjoy collecting Disney. I forget what the video game thing I was that I bought. I feel like I paid a little bit much for it, but I've never seen this particular part, and I recognize it as something that goes with the other things that I have. And cross my fingers, I'm not wrong about that. Because I can't even say what it is because I don't know. But it's a Disney thing. It's a Disney video game thing, or computer game thing, or something. I know the doodad that I got, it has a USB connection on it. Anyway, I had sidetracked doing my U-turn down there in Dobson, and thinking about the potential of working 7 nights a week at karaoke, or potential of working as a manager at McDonald's to get that signing bonus, and they're so, what I hear, they're really desperate for employees. Just don't feel like I'm quite that desperate enough for work. And I've got so much invested in karaoke equipment, karaoke music, and experience is that's a niche. Why the hell would I be working food management when I've worked so hard to own my craft as a karaoke DJ? Anyway, back to my Disney stuff. I don't know if I'm going to keep this thing in my Disney collection or not. It's not exactly the kind of thing that I'm into, and I'm not entirely sure what it is, but it is a very Disney thing, and I'm just intrigued by it, and that's why I've been buying it, and I've been realizing I don't have everything, and I've been picking up more of the parts. And I want to say what the thing is, but I don't know, which I know makes me just sound like I'm clueless. But most of what I have Disney. Now I got some Disney memorabilia, figurines. I've got a light up Wally plush pillow, and I don't particularly collect plush pillows, but I think I saw it at I want to say Big Lots for like $1 or maybe $2, and I just had to have it. It's like, oh, it's Wally. Yeah, that's actually another one of my favorite Disney films. Absolutely love Wall-E. And that's one I've certainly watched way more by myself than I have with my kids. And side note, if you're setting up a home theater system and you want to do a really good job on setting up your home theater system, I highly recommend the Wall-E Blu-ray. Yeah, I'm serious. The Disney Wall-E Blu-ray. At least the original release of it. One of the bonus features is a home theater tune-up utility. And it is hands down the best. And I'm sure there's better ones out there, but it's a fabulous home theater tune-up. It lets you tune up your 5.1 sound, make sure you've got all your channels properly isolated. It just has all these utilities for fine-tuning your home theater. And ironically, Wall-E used on Blu-ray, or even new on Blu-ray, sells for way, way, way less than an actual home theater tune-up diagnostic utility Blu-ray. So don't piss your money away on that. Just get Wall-E, because once you got your home theater perfectly dialed in, you can enjoy one hell of a great CGI movie with a surprisingly minimal amount of dialogue. Yeah, and a great Peter Gabriel song, I might add, with a fantastic surround sound mix to it on the way out. I don't know if I've mentioned this in these vlogs before, but I do have a thing for surround sound, and particularly surround sound music. And all forms of surround sound music. Quadraphonic 8 tracks, yeah, I got those. Nothing quite like listening to a quadraphonic 8 track. But of course, modern surround music, it's not a very common thing. It's not a very known thing. The current format that's all the rage in the surround sound music community is what's called Blu-ray master audio. And it's basically anywhere from 5.1 all the way to Dolby Atmos surround on a Blu-ray. And a good majority of the releases are old albums that have been remastered for surround, and remixed and remastered for surround. I wish more new releases were put out on the format, but generally speaking, the demographic that buys that kind of a high-end audio product, and they are kind of pricey, that demographic tends to be older and not interested in new music. So that just kind of is what it is. The one format, and it was very short-lived, that was really good at getting surround sound music releases of new music was short-lived. I forget what years it was actively made, but early 2000s, early aughts. Sony Music had a product called Dual Disc, and it was basically a double-sided disc that had a non-Red Book compliant CD on one side, which is funny because it's not compliant, it couldn't carry the compact disc logo, but most CD players will play them. But yeah, CD on one side, and then on the other side, oh, damn me, I meant to get off on, I'm doing this all I'm paying attention where I'm going. I meant to go down Mesa Drive, and I'm going down Gilbert instead. Well, at least I'm giving y'all a more interesting video. Yeah, I don't really like going down Gilbert because there's a couple miles of 25 mile per hour and heavy pedestrian. There's an entertainment district there, and while it's a pretty nifty entertainment district, that's not where I'm going. I'm going to the other side of it. And yeah, not great for through traffic. Yeah, that ship sailed, and I am not doubling back to go to Mesa Drive. Anyway, what was I talking about? Surround sound music. I did join a forum a few years ago, an online forum called Quadraphonic Quad, which is an online community of surround sound music enthusiasts. And there's a bunch of subgroups in it. There's one that's just like for vintage, people that listen to vintage quad formats, mainly quadraphonic 8-tracks, very popular in that subgroup, but also quadraphonic vinyl, and there are several different formats of quadraphonic vinyl. Don't even get me started. And to be honest, I don't fully understand all of them. I've never really succeeded in getting any of them to work properly, but I'm working on it still. And I think that's a big part of why quadraphonic really didn't catch on that well in the 70s when it was a thing, because there was so much consumer confusion and incompatibility between the different formats, and it was a format war that had nothing but losers. Everybody was trying to push their own format. Different record labels jumped on different formats, and different stereo manufacturers jumped on different formats, and there were a lot of compatibility issues, and the average consumer was just like, yeah, why do I need that again? I'm cool with stereo. But I tell you, when it sounds good, quad is pretty awesome. And I do actually have several DTS CDs. There's another kind of forgotten surround sound music format. Basically, it's a DTS audio encoded CD. Play it on a CD player, but that CD player needs to have a digital output, and it needs to go into a receiver that's got DTS decoding on it, or you need to play it on like a DVD player, or I actually play mine frequently on my HD DVD player or a Blu-ray player. that has, or an SACD player, something that has the decoding for DTS, and then use your multi-channel outputs to a multi-channel receiver. So it's like, that's really complicated. Yeah, kind of it is. And that's probably one of the reasons why it's never really caught on as a format either. But anyway, I have several DTS CDs that are 4-channel reissues of albums that were released as quadraphonic, records and 8 tracks. Of all the ones I have, I'd have to say my favorite is Fire by the Ohio Players. That's just 40 minutes of just amazing funk. And once you've heard the quad surround mix, you realize there's a lot lacking to the stereo mix. That album was recorded and intended to bring you the funk all around, and it's pretty spectacular. Anyway, I got a bit of a discussion going, and then I lost my computer broke down, and I lost my login. So I started a discussion going on that was just suddenly like a discussion thread going on that started blowing up on there, and then I ceased participating into it due to technical and time constraints. Which, hey, that's how some online forums go. Didn't mean to ghost you people over there on Quadraphonic Quad, but I just asked, if anybody else noticed that, certain movies, if you watch them on a Blu-ray or you watch them on a DVD, or heck, for that matter, a Dolby Pro Logic VHS tape, have music over the end credits that have a surround mix. If anybody else had noticed that, I forget what it was. In fact, I don't even think I was listening to one of my own discs. I think I this is when I still had cable TV. I cut the cord on that a long time ago. Well, I didn't cut the cord, it's still connected, but I'm just paying for internet now. Anyway, I got, I forget what it was. I came into the living room and I sat down at my computer and I was looking at Quadraphonic Quad, and I forget what movie it was. In fact, I don't even know if I know what movie it was, but there was a song, and I forget what the song was. And it's a song I was familiar with. I want to say it was a Bjork song. And actually, all the Bjork stuff's available in surround sound, so probably it wasn't. Whatever it was an artist that I don't recall ever having any music out in surround sound formats. And it was just this, it was a song I wish I could remember what it was, but it was this spectacular 5.1 surround mix of this song. And, oh my Lord, it was just giving me goosebumps at just how good it sounded. And it just kind of got me wondering, like, I wonder how much, like, it never even occurred to me that was a thing, and I wonder how much of a thing that is. And I just kind of posed the question on a new thread in Quadraphonic Quad, and that thread just blew up, and people were like, these are all surround sound music enthusiasts. That's all that's on this forum. It's a very niche social media, and people were just like, oh, never thought to check that out. And then there were people commenting like, I'll get back to you. And then like an hour later, there would be a post of just like, where they mention what different songs they listen to and what movies at the end of it. And it's like, yeah, oh my God, it's a full-on 5.1 mix. And people were tripping out on the fact that some of these movies have these exclusive 5.1 mixes of songs that have never been released on surround sound audio formats. So, Yeah. I think I know. I've never really tried to do it, but I do think I know how to rip multi-channel Dolby Digital from just straight audio from a DVD. I don't know that I know how to do it from a Blu-ray, but I'm pretty sure I know how to do it from a DVD. And yeah, would love to make a compilation. Love to make an audio DVD compilation of just all the surround sound music that's never really been released as, you know, in audio formats, that is just orphaned, that it exists only on the end credits to movies. And what got me talking about that? Oh, yeah. I wish I could remember the name of the song. There's a Peter Gabriel song. I can't for the life of me remember the name of it. There's a Peter Gabriel song at the end of WALL-E that's really good, and it is a surround mix on the song if you're playing it from the Blu-ray. Anyway, I think I've rambled on enough. My goodness, 26 minutes, and a drive that I probably could have done in less than 20 had I not been talking and not going the wrong direction. Oh well, I'm having a fabulous day, and I'm enjoying my Manic episode. I hope you guys are enjoying coming along with me on it. And until the next one, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe and comment and all the other stupid things YouTubers say.